All right, Linda Hurtado from Fox 13 is in the studio. Now, about a week ago, Linda sent me a little box in the mail. It's one of these little flat-rate, small post office boxes. And inside was a book. I'm like, oh, we got a book here. It's All the Broken Girls by Linda Hurtado Bond. Now, I guess Hurtado's your maiden name?
Yes, my dad's name.
And Bond is your married name?
No, Bond is my pen name.
Oh, Bond is... Oh.
Do you guys want to know why I picked Bond?
Because you're Linda Bond? Or
my uncle
Bond?
is James Bond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
It is true, but he's not the hunky movie star.
Yeah.
I wish he was.
You ever go around saying Bond, Linda Bond?
I do, and I get that funny look when people go, really, Linda? Yeah. So no, I don't say that too often.
Now, did you just write this? Is this like brand new?
No. I wrote it a year ago.
Okay.
When you're doing a mass market paperback like that, they want it done a year in advance so they can market and sell it.
Gotcha. So it came out in hardback first?
No. This is the release day. This is the release day. I just finished it a year ago.
So this is the release day.
Yes, this is the release day.
All right.
Wow.
And
congratulations.
Thank you.
So,
out into the world today.
So this is your first book. This is like a 400 to 350 page book.
Yes.
Is it your first book?
It's my fourth, but it's the first mass market paperback. So my first three were ebooks and print on demand. But this book will actually be on the shelves of Target, Walmart, Barnes & Noble.
Wow.
It's the real deal.
All right, so when are you going to make the New York Times bestseller list?
Well, with your help, MJ, hopefully in 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, and the
Excellent.
first 3 weeks are the most important.
They are. The first 3 weeks are when we need people to get out there and buy the book, because if you're going to hit a list, it's probably going to happen.
Right, now, you know Linda Hurtado from Fox 13. You do the noon, the 4, and the 5 on Fox 13.
Monday through Friday.
Are there any hours that don't have news anymore?
We do a lot of news at Fox 13.
Yeah.
1 to 3, I think we're not doing news. Then, there's prime time, but we do a lot of news. The Good Day, they do 6 hours in the morning.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of news. And All the Broken Girls is your book. And we'll talk about the book launch event and signing a little later on. This is exciting. Linda, what is All the Broken Girls about, your book?
It's about a Cuban-American crime reporter who is on suspension for accusing a city council member of being a serial killer.
Oh, wow.
So she's in trouble.
I think I know which one. He's on Tampa City Council.
Yes.
I know which one we're talking about. Should I say who it is?
Yes.
All the buzz, right? All the buzz gets her basically almost fired.
Right.
So she gets put on the fluff beat. And as she's going out to do her first fluff assignment, a newborn sloth at Busch Gardens.
Really?
Yes, really. That's a shout out to Chris Cato, my co-anchor at the 4 o'clock on Fox 13. He loves sloths, so I just threw that in there.
Is it really at Busch Gardens? Is the book based in Tampa?
It's based in Tampa. Tampa's a character in this book.
Okay.
The grand finale takes place at a cigar factory.
Is it a tree sloth?
It could be the 3-toed sloth. I wish I had Chris here. He knows all the different versions of sloths. But while she's on the way to this, she gets called to a crime scene, and it's remarkably like the one that her mother was murdered 10 years previously.
Oh, really?
Well, don't give us everything.
No, I won't.
Okay.
Oh,
so she's told not to do the crime beat, but how are you going to resist when the murder
But then
looks
she puts 2 and 2 together. That wow.
And she starts following the clues that are dropped for her from the serial killer. So it's a whodunit, and there are all sorts of clues.
Wow.
What I think people in Tampa will like, though, is it's based in Tampa, so the street names you'll recognize, the places you'll recognize.
Where's the MJ Morning Show mentioned in here?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to mention you in the next book.
Oh, no, you didn't mention us.
Yes.
I hope no other radio shows were mentioned in here.
No other radio shows.
So no other radio shows.
Some local bands, some local businesses.
If you mentioned like Chad and Christy or something, I'd be really.
Oh my God, they're so funny.
I'd be really pissed off. Yes. All right, so we'll get a mention in the next book.
Yes.
Is that a promise?
I promise. I'll find a way. I will do it.
All right, now the book launch event is going to be at Arby's on US 19 in Clearwater.
That's the pre-show. The pre-party.
The Arby's you're thinking of is actually closer to Palm Harbor. It's North Clearwater, South Palm Harbor.
Arby's, we have the meat.
All right, now, all
she'll be
kidding
next
aside.
to the curly fries.
Is your book signing, is it open to the public?
It is. Oxford Exchange, and Roxanne is going to be there with me. She's going to be doing a Q&A with me. It's 6:30 on Friday night, this Friday night.
Hey, while you're at the Oxford Exchange, ask the Casper's family if they have a couple of spare bucks since they just sold all their McDonald's for probably $1 billion.
Ask him that. Yes,
That'll
that's
be
right.
the first thing.
First
right.
question. Hey, thanks for hosting my book party. So you guys just came to like $100 million.
Have you guys been to
right?
Oxford? It is really a cool place.
You know, I've
really
never
is.
been.
Oh,
I've never
gotta
been.
come. You and Michelle should come. It's not just a bookstore. It's got a restaurant. It's got a champagne bar, coffee bar, tea bar.
Wow.
It's really
It's
one of my favorite places.
I told you I did this with Emily Giffen a couple months back. It's a really fun night out.
Yes,
And
it
Roxanne,
is.
you are actually emceeing Linda Hurtado's book
Yes,
signing.
such an honor to do so.
And it's this,
Friday night.
right? Friday night.
6:30.
Okay.
You can get tickets, advance tickets, if you want, by just going to the Oxford Exchange website, or I think you could just show up.
Oh,
too.
so
That'd be
see
fun.
Roxanne, see Linda Hurtado
Yes.
Bond. From what if people want you to do the news or something? Will you like bust into a story or something
I'll
for
be
them?
well, sure. We can talk about anything newsworthy as well.
Now,
You know,
how
I'll
long
be
you-
on the air until 6 that day, so I'll
Oh, so you
drive-
from 6 and you're going right
get
over.
in the car, drive right over
Now,
to Oxford.
How long you been at Fox 13 now?
7 years.
Seven-
7 great years.
Right, and then prior you were at ABC 28.
for 20 years.
That's right. That's incredible. So I love all the old school folks too, and because you were like one of the originals.
I was one of the originals at ABC, so you can definitely call me old school.
So-
I
Yeah,
won't
that's
be
it.
offended.
The way he said it didn't come out like a compliment.
Well, he didn't say old.
But
He said old school,
but
so
it-
that's okay.
It ended up in a compliment, but
No, it's a compliment.
I mean, it was a real
like I
backhanded
remember.
compliment.
Listen, I remember like Bob Kendrick,
Yes.
and Brendan
Brendan
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Dennis Phillips is still there.
Yeah, Dennis is
In fact,
still there.
I was texting with him Saturday night.
Oh,
so,
that's
we're still friends.
Excellent.
Yeah.
20 years at Channel 28. That's
People saw
incredible.
me get married, have babies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Breast cancer, went through the breast cancer. In fact,
That's
tonight
right.
it's
You're
6:30.
you're how many year survivor now?
Oh, 11.
That's
and tonight
fantastic.
at Raymond James, I'm going to be kicking off the American Cancer Society's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer event. So I'll
Excellent.
be there at 6:30 doing that.
Listen, obviously we'll mention it all week because Roxanne's going to be emceeing the event.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's so good at it, by the way.
Yes, as long as
We
I
have
drive,
fun.
we will have a great time. A couple of things I want to mention: a scavenger hunt today
Oh,
because
yes.
of your book release. This is for folks around the Tampa Bay area to enjoy.
So I thought, what are you going to do besides, hang out with MJ and his morning crew on release day? We're going to drive around to Barnes & Noble, Walmart, Target, some of the independent bookstores, and find the book on the shelves. And I'm going to leave little presents like I left you guys, like this, the Evil
that's
Eye
cool.
bracelet, and some, like maybe my mug or some of the pins.
What about $100 bills?
That might get people there. You're right. I
we-
might
we-
go broke pretty quickly, though.
right before you came in, Linda, we did Dolly Parton's
Coleslaw
recipe.
recipe,
You should
yeah.
just print off a bunch of copies of Dolly Parton's coleslaw.
Or
just
what about some
fold
chicken
in a-
fricassee
Whoa.
or rice pudding? Some Cuban American recipes.
There
I
you
can
go.
make those. Yes.
Have some. some
Linda had to do a lot of research, not only with police detectives, but also about Santeria. That's in this book too.
You'll learn a lot
yeah.
about that. Oh, Grady Judd read my book too. Gave me a review. It was nice.
Oh,
Because the
really?
Polk County Sheriff's Office, their PIO, helped me as a consultant.
Oh,
On
excellent.
all the law enforcement. So yeah, it's
That
fun.
is fair. Hey, Linda, can you hang out for a bit?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So-
would love to see Sheriff Judd's review. It's
I've got it.
It's a good book. Read
want
the
me to
damn,
read it?
Read the damn thing, or I'll send my deputies down there to take you in.
Listen,
loves
he's
Grady.
always got something great to say.
I'll sick the dogs on you. You don't buy Linda's book.
Listen, as a UGA grad, that's not a bad thing.
Grady,
Sick them dogs.
Grady Judd is a long-time friend of the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed off that I fell for his April Fool's prank. So listen, me and the sheriff aren't talking
And
right
listen,
now.
I will joke with Grady about this. The last place you want to be is between Grady Judd and a TV camera. So that's
Hey, somebody shoot this guy in the middle of me and this camera here.
no, you'll get run over. This is what it is. All right, Linda, hang out for. And in the box with your book, I got some knickknacks. I got a Linda Hurtado pen,
Right.
and then
Swag. Everybody loves swag.
I
Free
got
things,
I
you
got a
know.
Linda Hurtado Bond
Car charger.
cart charger
Yes.
USB outlet.
Yes.
I like the bracelet. Is that part of the story?
Go over really
That is
well.
part of the story.
Okay, cool.
So the
So-
evil eye bracelet protects you from the ill will of others, whether it's intentional or unintentional. If they say if you wear that or an azabache charm, which is very Cuban, that will protect you from.
Are you related
the
to
evil
Roxanne?
eye.
You guys are like both into this stuff.
You're like each other's spirit
Wrong
animals.
with a little
Creative.
protection, right, Roxanne? Yeah.
Can't hurt.
And the website is lindabond.com.
Yes.
I'm reading that off of my phone charger, my Linda Bond phone
Y'all
charger.
will be using those.
I will.
Watch.
These are awesome.